Steve Guttenberg here, and I am the Audiophiliac, and I have a really hard job. When I write reviews, I have to describe sound with words, and that's not an easy thing to do, and I never really know for sure if I'm communicating what I'm trying to say with words about the sound to the reader. And some people have asked me to define these words that are used a little more clearly, and I'm going to try right now. I don't know if I'm going to succeed because, again, I'm using words to describe sound. So it's a circular problem. Anyway, so some people ask, like, what is warm sound? Well, I thought that that's a pretty descriptive phase, but warm sound is when sound is richer and it has more warmth and fullness and roundness, and it's more succulent, it's juicy, it's fat, it's got weight. That's what warm sound is. The opposite of warm sound would be cool sound or analytical, where everything is the opposite. It's cooler, it's leaner, it's tighter, it doesn't have any warmth. It's the absence of warmth is analytical. You hear lots of detail and clarity, but the warmth is gone and you hear detail. Some people really like that. Of course, some people, excuse me, want to be right in the middle. Not too warm, not too cool, not too analytical. Right down the middle. That's great. If you can get that and that's what you want, that's good too. So then there's same things with bass. So sometimes bass is very full. Again, round, warm, voluptuous, ripe. Bass can be like that. I don't think it really sounds like that in real life, even for bass players. But it's an enjoyable sound. Or bass can be the opposite. It can be lean and tight and fast and clear, and you hear each note very precisely. Again, that doesn't really happen in my experience in real life, but it is descriptive, and you hear more clearly into the mix, and that could be important. So you got to pick your poison, which one of those things you're looking for. Then there's always transparency, and transparency is like listening back through the recording, through your system, through the recording, back to the original event, the original recording session, and you are there. You're listening through, your system is a portal, and you're listening through that portal back to the original session. To me, that's what transparency means. These words are all sort of made-up words, and they've been used again and again by audio reviewers and audiophiles, and they take on their own meaning. I'm really sorry about coughing, but that's kind of what's going on there. So transparency is clarity, but beyond clarity, it's hearing through back to the original event. And it's a matter of degree. Some speakers and systems are more transparent than the others. So you're feeling them hearing back through it to a greater or a lesser extent. And then there's Soundstage, which is different than stereo imaging, is basically a flat plane between the left and right speakers where the instruments are lined up along that plane. That would be stereo imaging. But a soundstage has width, same as stereo imaging, but it also has depth. You have a sense of instruments appearing in different levels of depth away from you or closer to you. And there may even be height to the soundstage, where you have a sense of the room that the music is being played in, where the sound is reflecting off of the ceiling and off the floor. So at its best, you can actually feel like you can walk around if you got up, you could walk around within the soundstage. That's pretty rare. But ultimately, that would be as good as it gets for soundstage. So I hope, now that I can't talk anymore, I hope that some of these words make a little more sense to you, and I will endeavor to keep clarifying words that are used in audio reviews and to help everybody out. Anyway, that is it for today. My name is Steve Guttenberg, and I am the Audiophiliac, and I hope to see you next time. If you like these videos, please like them, please share them, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and tell all your friends about how wonderful they are, and we'll all live happily ever after. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Steve Guttenberg, the Audiophiliac.